Hello, Hosanna. Good
Hello,
evening.
hello, teacher. Good evening.
How you doing today?
I am very well. I don't work a lot.
Oh, so it was a good day for you.
Yeah. Yes.
That's amazing. And how cold is it, São Paulo?
I I don't like. It's very cold because I think in this moment, 11 degrees.
Oh, so it's very cold there. I don't like it either because here is very cold too. I don't know the temperature. Let me take a look. Here is 14 right now. It's
Mm.
not so cold as São Paulo, but it's still cold. So you were the first one today. I don't know where are the rest of you guys, but let's wait for them so we can start the class. But let me open here the file for you. Remember that last class we talked about safety meetings, right? We started to talk about that. We talked about, let me show you, the hazards that we have in the workplace. So we'll keep talking about it a little bit more and say about the meetings itself, okay? So I'm just gonna wait for a minute and then we start if nobody show up. Okay. So tell me something, Rosanna. What kind of hazards can you find in a bank? Are there a lot of hazards there?
Yes. In my ear, we have hazards in the dispositives, the clients. I understand the question.
Yeah, in the devices, you say.
Yes.
Ah,
Mas
so
tá certo,
what?
eu entendi certo. É reset?
Sorry, reset?
É reset mesmo?
Na verdade, hazards, quando a gente fala de
Ah,
hazards, são tipos de coisas que oferecem riscos para a nossa saúde de alguma forma,
ah,
entende?
ok.
Então, por exemplo, né, a gente sabe que numa plataforma tem vários tipos, mas quando a gente pensa num banco, por exemplo, what kind of hazard do you think there is in a bank?
É, in my area, for example, when the client lost the telephone, your dispositive, we have reset the device, the client, be, para what I say, para o ladrão não acessar a conta.
So, so the thief, so when we talk about ladrão, for example, a palavra mais genérica que a gente tem seria thief. So
Ah,
the thief can't access the data or the cell phone, right?
yes.
Yeah.
In my years de fraud prevention, and there are many risks.
There are many risks. And
Yes.
tell me something, oh, Rosanna, how can the client avoid these kind of things? Do you know what is avoid?
I don't remember.
Avoid means evitar. So, how can the client avoid these kind of problems?
Okay. Usually, no informations, não passar informações.
They can share. So, in this
Share,
case, you can use share no sentido de compartilhar. They
yes,
can
share
share.
information about your account, your passport, senhas,
Yeah.
né?
Password.
Passwords, yes. And usually the clients não atendem, não asking the ligações.
Don't answer the calls.
Yes, don't answer the calls. And then it's more easy.
Yeah, because if they answer the phone, they
Yes,
might get into trouble, right?
yes,
Because do the bank call the clients,
yes. Because I need to confirmar,
confirm
confirm some compras. Buy,
some buys
buys, when se é dele mesmo, as
or
compras.
some purchase? So you
É,
can say also purchase.
purchase. Yes. And I need to call sometimes.
To confirm if it was them,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So in this case, you have this contact with them by the telephone, but in
Yeah.
person, do you talk to the clients in person?
No, because the bank is digital. Don't have agência
A
presencial, né?
physical
Yeah,
agency. Ah,
physical. Yes.
all right. So it's just through the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in this case, it's easier for you sometimes, right? Because people can get really angry at the on the telephone. So we need to be patient. Are you patient, Hosanna?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So that's
Because I need my work.
so very smart of you, Hosanna. Yeah, we need to be very patient sometimes. It's part of our jobs. So let's start the class. Juliana, welcome to the class. Today are only you, Hosanna, and I in the class. So you are going to talk a lot in this class. So here's the deal. Remember that last class we talked about hazards. So today we will keep going on this topic and talk about safety meetings. All right. So to start with, I have some questions here for you guys. So the first question I'm gonna ask you, Williana. Take a look on this first question here. Let's see if you can see my screen. And the question is, what kind of safety meetings do you usually have at work? So what can you tell me about it?
Um, what kind of? I I joined the meeting. Good evening first. uh, I joined the meeting by phone today
Mm.
because I try enter in another computer, but uh, no não deu certo.
It didn't work.
So uh, sorry, late. What kind of safe meeting do you usually have at work? In my work, we have a safety meeting all the weekend, all the week, all the week, entire week, in the morning. Okay,
Ah,
uh, around for 50, maximum 30 minutes. Okay.
mhm.
Uh, the meeting is about safety, environment, and quality, service quality. Okay. And
Mhm.
after this, the the foreman, the maintenance leader, supervisor, deliver the tasks of day for the technicians, mechanical technicians, and I and I start to work my work, okay, my tasks.
Okay, okay. And when you have these meeting, Juliana, do you make questions or you just listen to the instructions?
Uh, we usually have uh, a topic, a main topic of the day, okay, about safety, environmental, or service quality, okay, and each day it's a main topic, okay, about these three topics, and we listen, but usually the supervisor choose a person for leader. I don't remember.
Yes, to lead,
Lead.
you can
It's
say.
to lead the meeting, the topic, and
Mm-hmm.
read the topic in the one slide, just one slide. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, usually one slide, and bullets. Okay, three,
Mm-hmm.
4 bullets about the topic, and we discuss about this topic. Okay.
That's interesting. So
Yes.
you really participate of this meeting.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
The topics is about these three topics is simple. Okay. The daily normal the issue is the people know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but each day is the different topic. Uh,
Uh,
uh, uh, each 50 days, I leader the meeting.
mm,
I present, I present
mm,
about safety quality. Um, Usually, I present the investigation of failure about the an event of maintenance, failure of maintenance, okay? And
mm.
I present the investigation, the the 5 why investigation, okay, using the 5 why method, and the action plans, okay?
Oh, the 5A method, you said?
Yes, we use the 5 why method for investigate the failure, né? Okay, and after this, I present the investigation, our
Mhm.
investigation, the problem, and the solution, the action plan. Okay,
Oh,
so about safety quality, usually I present about the investigation of failures. Okay,
oh, that's
and
interesting.
safety is PPE. Uh, PPE, adequate gloves, uh,
Mm,
the tasks and the what the PPE, the correct PPE, about the GSA, about
mm.
the we
The
use a
hazards.
method for start the tasks in the shop. We use the method no uh, JSA e RA, risco análise em JSA, né?
Job safety
So
analysis.
yes, so the safety topics is about this, okay? About
Oh,
the tasks linked PPE and JSA and RA, né? Risk analysis.
that's amazing. So you have a lot of work to do when you present
Yes,
this
yes.
information. And tell me something, Williana, when you present this information about action plans, about risks, do you collect these data, this information, or you just present the information?
I present this information, but I answer uh,
Question.
The
a
question?
opinião deles mesmo, né? A opinião.
Um,
Opinion.
Porque em
their
inglês.
opinion.
Because during the investigation, for example, in the investigation of failure, I interview
Mm,
the the technicians, okay, about the failure,
Ah,
about uh, the technical issues, okay, the technical
ah.
details.
So
So
they give you this data, essa informação. They give you the data
yes,
and you
during the
interview them.
interview, during the interview, in another moment, okay, in another moment, I choose a technician. I choose I call the technician uh, that uh, que foi atender o chamado that was
You can say that
repair the failure, okay?
really.
The technician or the technicians,
Ah,
if it is two or three people's is
ah,
attend.
ah,
So during the interview, I collect the data. I give the data. I give the information, and I collect the topics, the data, okay? Photos, what happened, o que que eles, como eles repararam, what the technical details, okay?
all right.
So during I investigate, I collect the data, I put the photos, I read the books, the literature about the failure modos de falha, né? So when I finish, I present in safety meetings or during safety meetings.
Wow, that's amazing. You collect all this information and you present to the whole crew. So that's really amazing, Liliana. You
Yes,
said that these meetings are every day, right? But do
every
you
day,
need to
every morning.
present every day or just once in a while?
Repeat, please.
Okay, you said the meeting is every day.
Yes.
But do you need to make presentations every day or no?
No, no. My topic is usually I present the topic about self quality. Okay, I present investigation of failure, the action plans, the investigation, the failure, and
Okay.
what the action plans to prevent another event. Okay,
Okay.
to prevent. And uh,
But it's not every day you do
but it's
that.
not every day.
Okay.
Safety qualities are around one or two
Twice in
vezes,
a week? You
Twice
twice,
can
per
twice,
month.
Repetir,
twice per month, okay? But safety meetings about other topics, environmental procedure of PPE or procedure of safety, okay? It's each day, each morning,
Oh,
all week.
okay. So you have to make presentations often at work. Depending
Yes,
on the topic, you have to talk more in these
yes.
meetings.
Yes,
Oh,
but my supervisor and other colleagues are present, other topics. So
true.
the safety meetings occur every day.
Okay. Okay, great. Great to know that. So, as I told you, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of data, a lot of information to deal with.
Yes,
And it's a big responsibility to do that, to speak in front of many people. But
yes,
the more you do that, the more natural will sound. So it's something that will also help in your career itself. Because when we speak like that in front of other people, it helps a lot, right? Okay, so
yes,
thank you so much, Juliana, for your description. It was amazing to know that. So, as we can see, it's a very important thing to do. And now, let's go to the second question over here. So I would like to ask you, Rosanna, all right? So when we talk about safety meetings, they are very important because through them, we are aware of the hazards and of the problems we can face in the workplace. So here's the question, Rosanna. Why must everyone pay attention to the safety meetings? What is your opinion about it?
In my opinion, is very important. But in my work, usually we don't have many meetings,
Mm.
unfortunately, because usually we have meeting when we have some problem.
Ah, only when I have problems.
Yes, when we have some problem very important, and we lost money
Mm.
because my area is the fraud prevention, but we don't have to lost money. But yeah, nowadays we have many people in the internet. I don't know what I say, aplicando do golpe.
Ah, you can say giving scams.
Yes,
Scams.
giving scams, and we need to have many attention for the minimal details,
Mm.
because sometimes when you look some accounts about the client, we need to eh, to do como se fosse uma investigação.
In an investigation.
Investigation, yes. For example, today I como que eu falo? Tratei um cliente, né? Que a gente fala, tratei um cliente. Aí eu peguei um caso.
Aí você pode falar, I was with a client, eu estive com um
Yes,
cliente.
yes. I was with a client. This photo look a deep fake. Parecia uma deep
Ah,
fake.
really?
Yes, but when I analyze your account, for example, your unders, os dados, né?
His data, yes,
Is
his
the
personal information.
yes, and I don't, eu não,
I didn't find.
I didn't find any problem, nenhum problema.
Mhm.
Era uma conta boa. It's a good account. And I need to send my supervisor analyze more, because the photo is suspeita. I don't know.
It's suspicious.
Suspicious, yes. And it is. I need to have many attention.
Yes, many attention to that, especially when it comes to social profiles like that. But I thought it was funny because you said so you only have meetings when you have a problem, not to prevent these problems from happening.
Yes, because we work a lot. We have a area. Um, we have a trainamentos.
Training, training.
Training, yes, we have a trainings, but we don't have feedbacks com
Mm,
frequência, né?
uh,
And
okay.
I think we need to have more feedbacks.
Yes, because this can help you to not have the same problem in the future when you receive this feedback. Yeah, I agree. It's very important that. So thank you, Rosanna. It was very nice to know that. And now let's go to the third question we have over here. So Sergio, welcome. I didn't have the chance to say good evening for you, but welcome to the class again.
Thank you.
And
Good evening.
I'm going to start asking you this third question that we have here, okay? In your opinion, Sergio, how can regular safety meetings improve workplace safety?
I think because when you have regular safety meetings, you have a cause of routine. So you have a routine about to say about some kind of avoid situations that you can try to don't to occur during the work day. So it's good because it's we are always in attention to do like safety situations that you have to try to not be with problems during the day. So I think you can avoid problems with safety meetings regularly.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right. So you think that when people are reminded every single day of the problems, do you think that these can help them to avoid these problems?
Yes, I think it helps a lot because sometimes when you came from our house to the work, many things are occurring. So sometimes you are thinking about your thoughts, your problems, your environment. So when you stayed in the like safety room, you keep in touch with the others and see when you put your uniform, I can say, uh,
Mhm.
so you can bring your workday life. So you can change your set mind. Of course, we never always give the brain out and to the
Yeah.
problems in our house. And the opposite is the same. But I think yes, it's a good way to improve. I think it's a good method to everybody for the safety situations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well said. Well said, Sergio. I totally agree with you. I think we always need to be aware of these situations, and nothing better to do that through safety meetings, right? And that's exactly what we are going to talk about now, because last class we didn't have the chance to talk about it. So here are some kinds of safety meetings that we can find in the workplace. All right. So the first one that we have here is one that Liliana talked about it. That is JSA. JSA means job safety analysis. Okay. So when we have a JSA meeting, we talked about the steps of that specific task. Okay. So when we talk about steps, we're talking about passo a passo. So, first we need to do that. Then we need to do another thing. So we need to be sure of all the tasks we have to do. So here is some important points that the JSA talks about. The first one, as I told you, the steps of the task, ou seja, passo a passo, possible hazards at each step. Remember that last class we talked about that. Sharp edges, toxic fumes, hot surfaces, all of them, we call it hazard. Okay, so it's something that can cause us some harm. And last but not least, we have safety controls or actions to reduce the risk. Okay, so when we have a JSA, these topics are usually talked about it. All right. And a second one that we have here is TRA, also known as Task Risk Assessment. Okay. So when we have a TRA, there is something very important to know that they think about the task and they think about how risky is that task. So, for example, let's imagine it is a crane operator. So, what kind of risks does this activity can cause? What kind of problems? Okay, so when they have a TRH, usually they answer to these three questions here. What can go wrong? Okay, what can happen during the work? How likely is it to happen? Okay, likely, guys, when we talk about likely, we are talking about possibilities, about probability. Okay, so how likely, o quão provável, how likely is it to happen? What are the chances of having load fall from the crane, what are the chances? So they talk about that in this kind of meeting. And also, what are the consequences? So, for example, if these heavy loads fall, what can happen? It can harm someone. It can destroy something else. So they have to talk about all the consequences that can happen in that specific task. And also, let's take a look here. We have some other two meetings that I really like that people usually do. That is pre-job safety meeting that Liliana also talked about that we call PJSM. So when we have a pre-job safety meeting, usually they talk about specific points here, like the JSA, the job safety analysis. Okay, so they talk about the risks, the steps of these specific task, and also the TRA, okay, that they talk about the hazards, what can go wrong. So when we have a pre-job safety meeting, they take all this information and present in that specific meeting. So they also discuss who will do what. So for example, you are the one who is going to repair. You are the one who is going to take the tools. So they are aware of what is their tasks. And also they talk about the tools that are going to be used, the equipments, the safety precautions that they need to have. And also they ask questions and clear doubts, like Liliana told us. So they make questions, they try to understand it better. All right. So they call it a pre-job safety meeting. And also, this one, toolbox talk, it has this funny name. And in Portuguese, we call it DDS. Do you guys know what is a DDS in Portuguese? Yeah.
No, no.
So, no.
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 Diálogo de
No.
segurança.
I,
Isso aí. Please, Maria, tell them. Peraí que você tá mutada. Pode falar para eles. O que você falou? Diário.
De segurança.
Isso aí, diário de segurança. Na verdade, como é que fala? É discussão, diálogo, isso, obrigada. Diálogo de segurança diário, okay? So, this is something that happens, as the name says, it's something that happens every day. So, it's a short meeting just to remind everyone about the tasks, about the hazards, because let's face it, every day there is a different kind of task. So each task has its own specific hazards. It has its own tools and equipment. So people need to know what they need to use, what they need to wear to perform these specific tasks. So this is why this happens every single day. And they talk about hazards, recent incidents or near misses, weather conditions, PPE requirements, and mental and physical readiness to see if the person is really prepared for that. Okay?
Bruna,
Tell me.
I think I lost about what does it mean, PP requirements?
Sorry. PPE requirements means personal protective equipment
Okay,
requirements. So
perfect.
PPE is like EPIs in
Okay,
Portuguese.
perfect. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and the requirements are things that we need to follow in order to do a safe job. Okay. And so, guys, I wanted to ask you, do you have any questions about it? Is there a word or something you didn't understand here? Okay.
No, I have just a doubt about last class when because we have two words in English, like you have the hazards and you have the dangers. And what type I use the hazards and when I use the dangers?
So, they are synonyms, Sergio. They have the same translation, all right? But when we talk about specific things that can cause us some kind of danger, we say hazard. Danger is more used in safety signs, for example, danger here, dangerous material. So we use this word to, to make a very strong impression,
Okay.
danger, to call
Mhm.
people's attention. But when we name these kind of dangers, we are more likely to use hazard. Okay,
Okay.
that's the only difference, but they mean the same. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
right? So guys, now let's moving on because this part here is only with the explanation. So let's do something. Let's see if you have a good memory, all right? Because we have some slight differences between these specific safety meetings, all right? So here we have JSA, TRH, PJSM, and TBT, right? And here we have some description of these safety meetings. For example, which of the following safety meetings is a short meeting before work to talk about safety? What do you think about, Maria? Do you have?
I think que to, hum, T, TBD, topics talk,
Yes, that's right.
because talking about safety.
Yes, because it talks about safety. But the biggest difference from the TBT from the other safety meetings is that the TBT is very short, is fast, is quick. That's the biggest difference. And it happens every day. Now, what of these safety meetings is a full breakdown of steps in a job and their hazards? So, what do you think, Williana?
For breakdown of steps in job. Um, JSA.
Yes, that's right, JSA. So remember, guys, JSA, job safety analysis. So they analyze the steps of this job. Perfect, Juliana. Now, what about a discussion about the task before starting it, Sérgio?
I think he is PGSM.
PGSL? Yes, you guys are doing great. I really like that. And Rosana, please tell us a
I
way to
don't have
measure.
good memory.
That's not a problem here now. So, what is a way to measure how dangerous a task is?
In my working or
Using one of these meetings here. Which
Just one.
sorry, what is the name of the meeting?
and safety meeting.
The safety meeting, but which one of these ones? JSA, TRA, PJSM, TBT.
I don't know.
Take a look. Three
Eu não,
of them are
I,
were
I
already used.
I don't see the screen. Tem em tela, não?
You can see it.
Ah, calma aí, que eu não tô vendo.
Oh,
Hmm.
Porque eu geralmente uso o Zoom, e aí esse daqui eu me perco toda.
there. Let's see if you can see it.
Are you using a cellular?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's probably is very small.
let me open again. Just a moment, because sometimes
Just the
these.
3 points, and
Let's see.
Agora,
Can you
ajuste a
see it?
yes.
visualização.
Agora, now, yes.
Okay.
Now, yes, great. Okay,
Yes.
so let me just skip this page over here. So now can you see it?
Okay. Match it.
We already used TBT, JSA, EPJSM. So what is the last one?
The last way to measure how dangerous a task is. I don't know. TBT.
TBT, we already used to here. JSA true. PJSM true. So there is only one for you to choose.
The TRA.
Yes, the TRA, that's right. Okay, the TRA. So as you can see, these safety meetings, all of them talk about safety, all right? But it talks about different details of tasks, step by step, focused on hazards, on action plans. So depending on the meeting, we will hear something specific about the task, right? So that is the biggest difference between them. And now we are going to have a listening, okay, about a TBT, right? It's a TBT meeting that you are going to hear. And here we have many questions about it. So pay attention to the listening because after that, you will have to answer these questions, right? So
Okay.
let's listen to.
Morning, team. Let's have a quick meeting before we start. Today's job is cleaning and inspecting tank 4. We need to remove some debris inside and check for any signs of corrosion. Inside the tank, there may be sharp edges on metal surfaces, so move carefully and use your gloves at all times. We might also have low visibility because of poor lighting, so make sure your flashlight is working. Last week, a worker slipped inside another tank because the floor was wet. No one got hurt, but we must watch our step and keep the area dry. Also, it's cloudy with light rain expected later. That means slippery decks. Use handrails when moving around. You'll need hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, high visibility vest, and your respirator mask inside the tank. And finally, if you feel tired or sick during the task, report it immediately. Safety comes first. Any questions? All right, let's stay safe and watch out for each other.
Okay, let's listen to again because it's impossible to take all this information from once. So let's listen again and then
Morning,
you
team.
try to
Let's
answer
have
the
a
question. Okay?
Morning, team. Let's have a quick meeting before we start. Today's job is cleaning and inspecting tank 4. We need to remove some debris inside and check for any signs of corrosion. Inside the tank, there may be sharp edges on metal surfaces, so move carefully and use your gloves at all times. We might also have low visibility because of poor lighting, so make sure your flashlight is working. Last week, a worker slipped inside another tank because the floor was wet. No one got hurt, but we must watch our step and keep the area dry. Also, it's cloudy with light rain expected later. That means slippery decks. Use handrails when moving around. You'll need hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, high visibility vest, and your respirator mask inside the tank. And finally, if you feel tired or sick during the task, report it immediately. Safety comes first. Any questions? All right, let's stay safe and watch out for each other.
Okay, foi. So guys, this specific toolbox talk meeting talked about a specific task, and I want to know if you guys understood what task is this. So what can you tell me, Williana? What is today's job? What is the task? Did you
I
guess?
don't know. I don't know. I listen and understand the
Just a little.
the word separated. Maybe if I list again, I don't
Okay,
know.
no problem.
I get the word separated about the
Ah,
PPE, about the vest. reflect about. I
Ah,
don't know.
but
I don't remember.
But that is great, Williana. And I advise you to do just like Williana. When you have listenings, it's very good for you to write down keywords that you listen because sometimes it's impossible to pay attention to every single detail. So this is why we need to take these keywords and make assumptions. We try to
Mhm.
connect with the context to understand. So there is not a problem, Williana. So we will listen again, okay, one more time, and try to do just like Williana. Try to write down some words that you
Yes. Yes.
understood, yeah, and then make connections with the situation. All right. So let's listen again.
Morning, team. Let's have a quick meeting before we start. Today's job is cleaning and inspecting tank 4. We need to remove some debris inside and check for any signs of corrosion. Inside the tank, there may be sharp edges on metal surfaces, so move carefully and use your gloves at all times. We might also have low visibility because of poor lighting, so make sure your flashlight is working. Last week, a worker slipped inside another tank because the floor was wet. No one got hurt, but we must watch our step and keep the area dry. Also, it's cloudy with light rain expected later. That means slippery decks. Use handrails when moving around. You'll need hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, high visibility vest, and your respirator mask inside the tank. And finally, if you feel tired or sick during the task, report it immediately. Safety comes first. Any questions? All right, let's stay safe and watch out for each other.
Okay.
Uh,
So what about now?
clean, cleaning tank, cleaning tank.
Yes.
Okay. About the cleaning tank and specific steps
Yeah.
about the cleaning because the tank is dirt, está sujo.
Yes, that's right. So they are going to do the cleaning, okay, and the inspection of this tank. And he said a word that I think you don't know. He talked about removing the debris.
No,
It's an ugly word. Let me put it here for you. The debris. We
debris.
translate it as parede.
Ou sujeira, debris,
Detritos, yeah, it's like the dirty. Só que a gente tem essa palavra específica que seria
debris.
detritos, justamente.
Yes.
So they're going to remove these debris. They are gonna clean this tank. Okay, perfect, perfect answer, Williana. And now, what about the tank, Maria? Which tank will they work on? Because he talked about a specific tank. Do you remember?
No remember, but thank for. No.
Yeah, that's right. So you do remember. You do
Uh,
remember. Yeah, it's tank 4. That's right. That's the only information. And now, Sergio, what can you tell me about hazard? Name one hazard he mentioned in the talk.
They talk about the flow wet that you have to take care about the flow that it have to be dry, but they say about something about inspection about the corrosion. So
Mm,
probably they have some kind of not chemical. I don't know. It's like how can I classify the corrosion in hazards? I don't know if it's like
yeah, it's not. I think it's not not a
not a,
hazard, but a problem. But he said something about the metal structure having sharp edges. Remember that
okay.
last class we
Yes.
talked about sharp edges. So in these corrosive parts, they have some sharp edges, so they can
Okay.
hurt their hands on that. Okay, so
Okay.
you're right. He talked about the wet floor. This is a hazard because we can sleep in this wet floor. And also, as Sergio talked about the corrosion in this tank. right? So there are many hazards in this specific task, okay? And Rosana, he said something about low visibility. Remember, last class we talked about it. So why might there low visibility inside the tank? What do you think?
I understand it's chlorine, it's wearing. Tava chovendo, eu acho.
Yes, it was raining. That's right.
Rainy, it's chlorine, it's right visibility.
Yes, that's right. Perfect. So, due to the bad weather, since it's raining, they don't have so much light, because they are inside the tank. So,
Uhum.
this is why they have a low visibility.
And
Just
say,
perfect.
they say something like I think I didn't understand, like a politing, like I don't know, it's a politing situation. I don't know, it's like so bright. I don't
Uh,
know,
I think he said a flashlight, no?
flashlight.
To use a
No,
flashlight. Oh,
mm,
not this part.
no, I think it's a little bit before. Something like politing. I don't know, it's correct.
I don't remember, but we can
Uh,
listen to one more time to see what you're talking about, Sergio,
okay.
because I don't remember all the description, but let's see if you can find.
Morning, team. Let's have a quick meeting before we start. Today's job is cleaning and inspecting tank 4. We need to remove some debris inside and check for any signs of corrosion. Inside the tank, there may be sharp edges on metal surfaces, so move carefully and use your gloves at all times. We might also have low visibility because of poor lighting, so make sure your flashlight
Because
is
of
working.
lighting.
Ah,
Last week, a
okay.
Okay.
work
Now I got it. Sorry, let me put it back. Because of poor lightning,
For
it looks
lightly.
like
Okay.
poor light.
No, I understand the politely. I don't know. Poor lightly. Poor lightly.
Yeah, poor
Lightning.
lightning. Yes, it,
Okay.
it sounds like polite, educado, the word
Yes,
polite.
thank you.
And I was thinking polite. Now I understood poor light. Okay, so guys, when you have a poor light, we have a low visibility. So light, yeah, it comes from Luis, and
Uhum.
poor is when we have a very little light. It's a poor light. It's
Uhum.
very low, right? And now let's see what is the next question. Okay, what type of mask should they wear inside the tank, Sérgio?
They say something like about with the oxygen
Okay.
inside of the tank. Yes.
Yes, they have a specific name for this mask. Do you know, Williana or Maria, what is the name of this specific mask?
My opinion is mask test, mask safety, como faz,
Something like that. We have a different word. We call this specific mask respirator. Respirator.
Respirator mask.
Okay.
Okay.
respirator.
So the type of mask they need to use in the tank is this respirator because it's not only a mask, but it has some parts that protect the work. Okay. And now, what happened in last week's incident? Because he talked about an incident that happened inside the tank. So, what incident was that, Wiriana? Did you get this information?
Um, last the the video said last week for another an incident with inside the tank and another job in another task.
And did you understand what incident was that?
Um, I don't know about the floor. Uh, the floor. was with
Was
uh,
wet?
about this. I don't remember the specific details, but I think the incident is about the floor of the tank.
That's right. It was because of the wet floor. So something happened to this worker. Did you guys get this information? What happened to this person because of the wet floor?
The
He
the
he
the
sleep.
sleeper? Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's right. That's the action. He slipped on the wet floor. So, Williana, when you want to say that, escorregar, he slipped on the wet floor. That's right.
Mhm.
So, this was the last incident. Okay. And what does the supervisor suggest doing to avoid sleeping? What do you guys think? I'm gonna let this question open to everyone.
Keep keep area and dry
Yeah, keep
and
the area dry.
dry and use specific PE. I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, use specific PPEs, dry the area.
dry the
And
area
also, he said something about a new word for you guys, handrails. Okay?
Yeah,
and dry uses
once.
the
Corrimão.
the
Corrimão.
corrimãos. Yes.
Yes, yes. So he suggested that people should use the handrails to avoid sleeping. Okay, so handrails, corrimões. And
Mhm.
last question, why should workers tell the supervisor if they feel tired or sick? What do you think?
To advise immediately because safety comes first.
Excellent. That's right. So we you need to tell him, okay, because safety comes first, as Sergio said. All right. So, as you can see, when it comes to safety meetings, there are a lot of important information that workers need to have in mind to perform a safe task, and so he doesn't put his life and others people life at risk. All right.
Mhm.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this class. All right. Try to do the exercises because I sent Anna the exercises, and they are always about the topic of the class. So, in this specific exercise, you will have some activities related to the safety meeting. So, try to do it because this is very important for us to remember. Because if we learn something today, like handrails, corrimão, okay. But if we don't use this word, if we don't make sentences with it, if we don't practice, unfortunately, we will forget about it. So
Mhm.
try to exercise as much as possible because this helps a lot. All right. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much again for being here today and see you next class. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you,
So
See
guys.
you. See you.
bye
Bye.
bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye
Thank
bye. Good
you.
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.